What's up, YouTube? This is me talking about nothing. Once again, just trying to preserve myself. You know what I'm saying? In 2014, never know where you're gonna go. Hopefully, I got 50 more years on this planet. But if I don't, you know what I'm saying? This could be one of my memoirs, or you know, this could just be me. You know what I'm saying? This is me. This is how I look. You know what I'm saying? Got my hair dreaded up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't always look like that, but this is me. So uh, I remember last. This is number 7. Journal entry number 7. I remember last that last video, which was like 30 seconds ago. I said I was going to tell y'all 2 stories, and I only told y'all one. This other story, man, it's like this happened at the same house, man. Like, and it's funny because I went past that house when I got older just to show one of my old chicks or something like that, and she was like, "Oh my God!" Like, and the house looked so creepy. Like, seriously, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people who live in it now, man, they tore that house. I mean, the house looks. You can't even tell like it's the same house no more. Like they don't. It's like so much stuff surrounding it in the front yard, and like it's crazy. If I see, I don't remember any pictures or having any pictures of the house or nothing like that, so I couldn't even do a comparison if I wanted to. Maybe I could look up the blueprints or something like that, but that house looked totally different now. But anyways, um, yeah, crazy stuff used to happen over there. One fast story. I remember drugs was real bad over there and stuff like that. I remember walking across the street one day and it was like maybe 200 needles. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like 200 needles across the street. Like I think the house right in front of us. I don't know what happened to it because about time I even realized, of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like that house was gone. It was like grass there. You know how it be grass, like it was like maybe it was a house right there one day, so it wasn't a house. So it was like 200 needles just spread out over there, man. That's back when heroin was bad and stuff like that. It made me kind of scared to walk in the, like walk. I just knew I was gonna step on a needle. You know what I'm saying? Like it was bad. But yeah. This other story I wanted to tell y'all, man. It was like it's crazy, man. I remember this story, and this story happened probably like this story happened after the B story though. This is after the B story. So I remember I was I'm gonna just tell you from the part that I remember. I remember coming in late one night, cause every time I came in, late or whatever, everybody had already ate, and everybody had already ate. My granny used to always leave the food out for me because I used to come in late, like even at 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? I come in about 8, 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, and everybody eat by 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? I'd be coming in at 8, 9 o'clock just outside, just playing all day, playing until what I'm saying the other kids had to come in the house, and I run home. And I remember exactly what I was doing when this happened too. I was in the I was in the house, and I can't remember the meat that was cooked that day, but I do remember the rice dish. I remember that's what I was doing when I was in the kitchen singing. I was in the kitchen singing a song, just having a happy time because I was a happy kid. You know what I'm saying? I was about to eat. I was happy. I remember I was scooping some rice up. I see that's how you know this is a memorable moment because I remember that. I remember I was scooping some rice up and I heard boom. I said, what the hell? I looked. I'm like, what was that? And then I heard everybody screaming. What's going on? And like I said, it was a lot of us that stayed there. So there was a lot of us that stayed there. So I got a bump right here. Hurt, hair bump probably. But yeah, everybody stayed there. My uncle, my mama. I remember my mama was there that day. She was there, and my auntie, like I said, my two no, the one uncle that fixed us the thing, he wasn't there. He wasn't there that day, and I'm gonna bring that up for a reason because he was the one that made the noise, right? Okay, boom. When I heard the boom, a whole bunch of people, all those people that stayed in the house, like I said, the four kids, my three sisters, all the people they was probably in there watching Fresh Prince. This was when Fresh Prince was it was something back then, you know what I'm saying? So I heard the boom. Everybody ran past me. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? What happened? Nobody not saying nothing. So you know me. You see a whole bunch of black people running, you gonna start running. I'm running. And I'm in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the back. So whatever this is, it's behind me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pushing. I'm like, go, go, go. What's going on? And like I said, not only did the outside of the house do a circle, but the inside of the house did a circle too. Like you could, like every door led to every door. You know what I'm saying? You could just go around the whole house. Like, boom, we running. See, everybody started running. I even remember my granny was running. She was my granny was in the she was a part of the crowd too. Everybody running. See, I'm so scared. I never look back. I never look back because I don't want to see it. Whatever it is, I don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because they running. See, but why I didn't think it was a major deal because I was hearing people laughing. It was like a scared laugh too going on. Like run, run. Like it was kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? So, but but still, I didn't want to look back. I didn't want to look back, man. I was too scared. And I remember we ran around the house twice, and the only person wasn't running was my papa. He was like, "What's happening? What's happening?" I remember. And like I said, I'm in the back. When we ran past that first time, he was like, "What's happening? What's happening?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know." And we ran again. So we through that second time. That second time, I was the only one that stopped. He was like, "What's happening? What's happening? What is going on?" And I stopped. I said, "Papa, somebody chasing us." I was like, "Somebody's chasing us. I don't even know who it is." I remember. I remember my papa. He was this gangster when I think about this. My papa, because he had this special chair that he still got him a chair to this day. Man. He sit in every day. You know what I'm saying? He sit in his own little chair every day. I remember. I look back and my papa say, I mean, and I said, somebody chasing us. And then I stayed because I seen my papa. He was like, ooh, he had like a little shotgun on the side. Boom, he picked up his gun. He was like, waiting on him to come through. He was just going to blast him. I was going to watch my papa blast somebody. It was crazy. But it ended up being my uncle. It ended up being my uncle that built us the thing. He had moved out with his girl. At this time, he had moved out. Him and his girlfriend. I think they got married or whatever. But it ended up he ended up being him. And he said, I remember I to this day I have never to this day I have never heard my papa. I mean my uncle refer to as that's his dad. I had never heard him call his daddy George ever. That's my papa name. His name is George Sheely. He had never said George ever. To this day and before that time, I never heard him say nothing like that. I always hear him call him Papa or Daddy. That's it. Like, and to this day, I never heard him say that again. But or before that day, I never heard him say it. But yeah, he said. I remember he came around. My Papa picked up the gun. Boom. He was like, "Who is it?" You know what I'm saying? I'm looking. I'm like, "Oh, stab it." You know what I'm saying? I remember my uncle came around that corner. He was like, "Put that gun down, George Sheely." In that voice right there, I was like, "What the hell?" See, when I seen that, I ran. Boom. it was too much for me because I'm telling you, I never heard him talking like that. I mean, he put that gun down, George Sheely. I was like, man. So okay, so I ended up running to where everybody else was. They burnt off and left me. Keep in mind, nobody cared about me that day. No, nobody cared because when they was running past me that first time, I was asking, "What's happening? What's going on? What y'all running for?" Nobody said nothing. No, they was just running. They was just running. So when he told him to put the gun down, like I said, I ran. We all hopped in the car, burnt out. So the conversations in the car is is that he was supposed to be demon possessed or something like that. That he so we had a auntie. Her name was what is my auntie? Aunt Barbara. I think her name is Barbara. Aunt Barbara. I think that is her name. I can't. Ooh, I'm so sorry, Auntie. I can't remember your name. It's been so long since I've seen you. Aunt, I can't remember her name. But anyway, it's one of my cool cousins, mama. But yeah, they called her over. She was supposed to be real spiritual. She went to church all the time and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? And they called her over. She rushed over there. You know what I'm saying? This is after we done hit the corner a couple times. Like we was scared to go back to the house, cause like they were saying he was supposed to be demon possessed or something like that. But he hit the when we came back around the corner, she was there. We hit the corner like two times. Everybody, we bunched in the car. We like 7, 8 deep in a little small car, like we all on top of each other and stuff like that. But yeah, when she came back around, they was like going at it. She was praying. He was talking this crazy language like, and she was like speaking in tongues and stuff like that. It was real weird, man. Like it was a weird situation, and like it was uh it was just a real weird situation. You know what I'm saying? I never seen nothing like that ever again, and you know, and so we kids. You know what I'm saying? We like 7, 8, and I remember that his wife the next day. I don't. Okay, that night I was hearing stories that night, like what had happened and stuff like that. Because after they started, after they was tongue, talking in tongues, and he was talking in some type of language or whatever. He was talking in tongues or whatever. We left again. You know what I'm saying? I think we left and did something. We went somewhere. I think we spent the night somewhere at somebody's house or something like that. Like it wasn't safe for us to be there or something like that. And so we left and we didn't come back until the morning. But that night they said supposedly he got up under the lamppost, and this is supposedly, I wasn't there for this. Supposedly he had got up under the light post, and he was like, "Feel my powers," or whatever, and then he raised his hands and the light went out or whatever. I can't vouch for that because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I would have been there for that, and it would have made way more sense. But I didn't see that. So this is what I'm hearing though. This is from people that that was there or whatever. So he did that or whatever, and like I said, his wife the next day when we came back home, she was like, "Don't ask him nothing about it." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "What?" But we kids, so we didn't second question it, and plus we was scared too, so we just trying to let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't, and it's funny because I never really said. We used to talk about it amongst each other, like the kids, and we used to be like, what was happening? And the kids of the auntie that came over, they was telling us that he was demon possessed or whatever. He had got possessed by a demon. He was something. So I don't know how. They said he was sitting at home watching TBN. Then all of a sudden he got in the car and burnt off, and he was coming over there or whatever. I don't. I don't know what the heck that was all about, whatever. But we never got to ask him like what happened. But it was funny because like maybe like a year ago, I was sitting talking to my papa. Maybe this was like 2, 3 years ago, and I was sitting talking to my papa, and I was like, I just asked him one day. I was like, Papa, you remember when that situation happened? And I had never brought this up. Like so many years went by, like at least 20. You know what I'm saying? Years have went by, and I had never brought it up. And he was like, yeah, I remember that. He's like, I remember that and stuff like that. And he just kind of blew it off. He was like, man, he was drunk. Drunk? Dog, drunk? I ain't, I don't believe that. I seen it with my own eyes. I ain't never seen no drunk person act like that. But that's what he said. But he was in the room with him though. So, you know, perception is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Perception is real crazy. So he could have been drunk. Could have been. But it don't look like he was drunk. I'm telling you. He might have been drunk though. He might have been drunk. If I ever see his wife, his ex, they end up getting divorced or whatever. So if I ever see her, I'm gonna ask her. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna ask her what happened. But yeah, man. I mean, that's just one of them crazy stories that that has to be the craziest story I got. I'm sorry, I can't top that one. There's no story in this that I have that can top that. Like I always tell people about that story, and the crazy thing about it is that people got their own stories like that. You know, when I tell people stories like that, they got their own. You know what I'm saying? Something that they done seen like that, or you know, they done seen crazy stuff. Stuff be happening out here, man. Like I already know, man. Well, like this story is over. So man, I guess that's the end, man. Shit, just holler at me till next time, man. Peace out, man. Be safe. Stay prayed up out there, man. And I guess, man, you know, stay in your Bible and read. You know. All right.